Rock on, rock on. My name has been Cool. I'm a sports analyst, the host of BC60. Today we're interviewing Steve Lenox, the gnarly radio and TV play-by-play announcer and TV talk show host. Thanks for coming.
Appreciate you having me.
I'm excited for the conversation ahead. I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to join me. I have a few questions for you. What is your favorite thing about being on the Locked On podcast?
I think the community that we've built with Red Sox fans, Royal Rooters, as they've been dubbed for a very, very long time, going back to the early 1900s. And, just being able to watch the Red Sox every day and, all the different storylines that are there. But, building, podcasts are all about building your audience. I think we've done a great job of that since starting it up last June.
That's gnarly. What advice can you give me if I want to get into broadcasting?
I think the biggest thing is you've got to create your audience, and a lot of us nowadays, we're doing it for a means to an end, but we're doing it because we're passionate about what we're talking about. And for me, that's baseball, that's basketball, and there's going to be a point in time where you're going to want to shut it down, and you don't think you have the audience, and you just have to grind through and continue to do it. I talked to my wife recently about, when we moved to Connecticut years ago, was doing a podcast 2010, 2011, and really we should have never have shut it down. We should have continued to build it, and I think we would have had a tremendous audience present day. But we just kind of the labor of love became too much labor. So we'd shut it down at that point. But fortunate to be part of Locked On for the last year plus, and I've enjoyed a lot of it.
Thank you for the advice. What's your favorite sport to write about?
I've written more baseball than any other sport for different publications over the years, so I guess I would have to say baseball in that sense. I do a lot of research, and I do a lot of baseball research, whether it's for this season and trends that are going on with the Red Sox, with Major League Baseball teams. But I also do research on the past. Baseball's got a great history, and I love to delve into where go down a road and see where it leads you, because it can go in a lot of different directions.
I like baseball too. Go Yankees!
There you go.
What do you think of the Dallas Mavericks getting Cooper Flag?
The way they got him, you had to give up Luka Doncic. I mean, years ago, I did pre and post on the Dallas Mavericks radio network, part of their ESPN affiliate down in Dallas, and I did it from Bristol, Connecticut. But I've always kind of looked at the Mavericks team and paid attention to them. And, Cooper Flag is great, but Luka turning into a tremendous basketball player, and he got to start in Dallas. And looking forward to seeing what the Mavericks do with Flag. Certainly, he's got a lot of pub out of high school and a short time at Duke, and now going into the NBA in his first season. He's a tremendous talent, seems very grounded, and seems ready for success.
Rock on. If you could talk about one topic on the radio, what would it be?
Since it's not talked about nearly enough, or in an educated way, it seems a lot of the times, baseball is just glossed over by a lot of hosts. Maybe not necessarily locally, but nationally. You're hitting on storylines that people may not know, hosts may not know about. So I enjoy baseball conversation on the radio. I do listen, again, finding different venues and different voices to listen to. Sirius XM's basketball channel during the season, I've usually got their morning show on and trying to pick up tidbits here and there. But, for the most part, I would say baseball, because it's just not covered. I mean, NFL dominates, college football is right there, and basketball is right there, and the NBA too.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time to sit down with me for an interview. It was an absolute pleasure to speak with you. Your insights, your stories, and perspective are inspiring I'm grateful for the opportunity to learn from you.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Rock on, rock on. That's the end of my show. See you soon, everyone.